For this tutorial, you'll need your selected yarn. I'm using Millimia Sweden Naturally Soft Aran, and this is in the colour Dusk. I'll be using a 5mm crochet hook, but you can of course use whichever hook to match your chosen yarn. You'll need a pair of scissors and a darning needle to sew in your ends. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below, so go underneath this video and click show more, and you'll find all of the information that you need and links to the products that I have used. I will also leave a link to the blog post where you'll find all of the information that you need, including the written instructions and the pinnable image. As always, if you like my tutorials, then please make sure that you share with your friends, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to begin by creating a slip knot, and you can do this in whichever method you prefer. Go ahead and insert your crochet hook, and we're going to start off with a foundation chain. So this foundation chain is going to be in multiples of 8 plus 5, so that will be 8, 16, 24, etc., plus an additional 5 at the end for turning. So that's yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. I'm going to go ahead and do a chain of 24 plus 5, so 29 in total. You want to go ahead and pause the video, work your foundation chain to your desired width, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so for row 1, we're going to start off by working into the second chain from the hook. So not the one that's on the hook, we have 1 and 2, and we're going to do a slip stitch. So for a slip stitch, we go into the chain, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop that's on the hook. And we're going to do that 4 times. So we've just done it once, and then 2, 3, and 4. We're now going to work 4 half trebles. So that is a UK term. In the US, this is known as half double crochet. So that's yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So that's 1, and again 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to repeat this pattern over and over. So we're going to do 4 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, followed by 4 half trebles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to work this pattern all the way to the end, and you will end with 4 slip stitches. So go ahead, pause the video, work your way to the end, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so we're now at the end of row 1. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're going to then work our row 2. So from here on out with the pattern, we're actually only going to be working into the back loops only of a stitch. So if you were to go into a stitch as normal, like so, you would have a V. So you look like you have 2 loops plus the working loop here. So we're only going to work into that back loop, and we're going to start off again with 4 slip stitches. So going into that stitch, and then pull through the back loop and pull through the working loop. So we have 1, and again 2, 3, and 4. So we have our 4 slip stitches, and then we're going to do 4 half treble crochets in the back loop only of the stitches. So that's yarn over into the back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3, and again 2, 3 and 4, and we're just going to repeat that all the way across. So always working into that back loop only. We'll do 4 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then 4 half trebles, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, you'll finish on those 4 slip stitches. So go ahead, pause the video, work your way all the way across, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so this is what my work is looking like at the end of row 2. So now we want to move on to row 3. Now row 3 and 4 are going to be exactly the same. So what we're going to do here is chain 1 and turn our work. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch, but this time we're going to start by doing 4 half back loop only half trebles. So that's yarn over, insert into the back loop only, so just as we've been doing before, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you might have guessed it already, this is super simple. We're going to do 4 back loop only slip stitches. So that's 2, 3 and 4, and we're going to repeat that all the way to the end. So 4 back loop only half trebles, 1, 2, 3 and 4, followed by 4 back loop only slip stitches, 2, 3 and 4. So you want to work your way to the end doing that pattern repeat, and then you also want to chain up 1, turn your work and repeat that row again. So that will be row 3 and 4. So go ahead, pause the video, work those 2 rows, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so this is what the work is looking like after row 3 and 4 have been complete. So we're now going to move on to row 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 are going to be the same. We'll chain 1, turn the work, and then we're just going to switch the pattern repeat around. So we're just going to start off with 4 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3 and 4, followed by 4 back loop only half trebles, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you just need to be mindful when you're doing your slip stitches that you're not doing them too tight, because we do need to work into them. So just be aware of that. You might want to adjust it as you practice, but just get what tension is right for you. You don't want them too loose because then it's going to make the stitches baggy, but you want to repeat that all the way across. So 4 back loop only slip stitches followed by 4 back loop only half trebles, and you're going to do that for rows 5 and 6. So go ahead, pause the video, work those 2 rows, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so here is what the work is looking like after I have done rows 5 and 6. So from here on out, what you're going to do is repeat rows 3 to 6 over and over again. The basic rule is you'll do 2 rows of starting with a slip stitch and ending with a slip stitch, and doing your pattern repeat, and then you'll do 2 rows of starting with half trebles and then ending with half trebles. So you'll build your work until you get to your desired length or your desired height. I'm going to go ahead and build some more rows just so you can start to see what it begins to look like. Okay, so here is what the work is looking like after I have built a few more rows. I just thought I'd touch on how you are going to count your rows here, because it can be a little bit confusing with this stitch. Basically, you want to look for these almond shapes here. So we have 1, 2, then you would move across 3, 4, and then move back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I've done 14 rows in total. So I will leave a link in the description box below of the written pattern, because I have also done a version of this where you can have a straighter edge on the top and on the bottom if you want to. It's just a matter of playing around with the rows and starting with a different row. So all the information for that will be on there. This is the front of the work, and then this is what the back looks like. So still beautiful, just slightly different on the back. You obviously get much more of a ridged effect looking at the front. So there we go. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget, all the links are in the description box below. If you like this video, don't forget to share with your friends, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button to be kept up to date with all of my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye!